you convinced Vernon to bring volumes to Philippines, right? So
Yeah,
how long did it take? How many years?
I don't know, maybe like 3 years, 2 or 3 years,
Right.
something. You could actually ask Vernon about that, but he would. I don't know. It's so embarrassing. I keep begging him to. And the first time I asked him, I was like, Sir Vernon, have you ever heard of Volumes? And that was back in 2014. So that was like their peak, because they released their album that just got them into, got them into fame in the gent community. So I asked Sir Vernon if he has heard of Volumes, and he's like, oh, no, I mean, and he was like, oh yeah, I've heard of them, but like I don't think they have enough fans here for me to bring them. So I was like, okay, that's totally understandable.
Right.
So what I did was I started Volumes Philippines, which is this
Oh,
whole Volumes street team. So
right.
and I got so many people to keep on tweeting Vernon from time to time, so just so he would feel the Volumes presence in the country. So like he didn't even tell me that he was finally gonna bring them, but I just know I keep begging him to since 2014. And then like when it was 2016, they released this article interview with Volumes on the Pulp magazine, and I was like, wait a minute, why is he interviewing Volumes? And I realized, well, maybe he's bringing them finally. And then they got announced to Pop SummerSlam. I was like in tears almost.
Maybe your street team, it got to Pulp, right? So they probably seen your presence already. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of
it was probably, yeah. And I love, like, I will always owe it to Vernon that I got to see them live. And even then when this is a Pop SummerSlam story, because when I was at Pops, that was like my first Pop SummerSlam, the Volumes one. And I was talking to Gus, their Volumes vocalist then. I was talking to him, and then Vernon approaches us, and he's like, hey, oh guys, you guys are finally meeting, and blah blah blah. And then he says to Gus, like, did you know that Karen's the reason that I brought you guys here? He told Volumes that. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I always tell everyone that I ever meet that Vernon brought Volumes because of me. I'm always gonna tell that. He said so himself.
So when they were here in the Philippines, you got to spend time with the band, right? A little bit.
Yeah, I basically forced them to spend time with me. No, but when I first met them, they immediately recognized me. I was like, hey, I'm Karen, and they were like, we already know you. Don't introduce yourself. And they were here for like 4 or 5 days. Like right after Pulp SummerSlam, they were still here for like another 3 days or something.
Right.
But so I got to spend time with them because I've always messaged them, because like I was like, oh, I'm breathing the same air as Volumes right now, so I couldn't stay at home. I was like, I should meet you. So I basically canceled everything that I've been doing all of those 5 days, 4 to 5 days, and just like tried to spend time with them. And they were like so nice to me.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos. I don't know if it's yours or theirs, that like they were taking the tricycles and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Did they enjoy the food
I
here?
took the tricycle with Diego, actually.
How
It's
about
just so.
Did they enjoy the food in the Philippines?
What?
Did they enjoy the food in the Philippines?
Yeah, they love. I asked Rod, their bassist. He says he loves tapa.
Okay. I know this band is very close to your heart. So, what did you felt when you find out that Diego has passed away?
I actually, it's really a really sad story, because so I found out through his brother on Twitter, Gus. He tweeted RIP Diego, And I, I at first I didn't really want to believe it. I was like, is this a joke or whatever? But so I messaged the guys from Volumes because I wanted to confirm, and the drummer replied to me, and he didn't even know. He found out about Diego through me because I asked him what happened. He's like, What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't know?" And then I sent him Gus's street, and so he really found out about Diego from me. So that's really sad. I that was like a week before my birthday. Yeah, that was a week before my birthday, and I was gonna have this like party with the Finite Fam team, but I wanted to cancel it. I just wanted to cry. I was so hurt. So
Yeah, I remember I saw that the in Twitter, and then I immediately send you a message, right? When that happened.
because Jago's like, I think Jago's like the closest one to me, if not Rad. Um, so I got to spend the most time with Jago when he was here as well, and I talked to him from time to time over the years, and he's so sweet. Like, he's the nicest guy ever.
So Diego passed away also, I think, around the same time when Gus left the band as well, right?
Oh no, they left. Gus left. Actually, Diego left, and Gus got kicked out.
Right.
And then maybe like 1 or 2 weeks later, that was when Diego passed away. But when I found out that Diego left, I messaged him, and that was the last time I've ever talked to him because I messaged him about him leaving, and I asked him why he left, and he was like he wasn't really. He said he wasn't really into Volumes anymore, but there was no bad blood between him and the band. He just didn't really feel like um being in Volumes anymore. He doesn't really want to do metal anymore. He just wanted to be a producer because he also produces. So
Mm.
yeah, he produced all the Volumes albums, but that's all he wanted to do. Should be all he wanted to do now. But yeah, so I told him, like, I don't really want a Volumes without you. And he's like, well, don't worry about it because they're gonna be fine. And well, they took their original singer back, Michael Barr.
Mm.
So yeah, I love New Volumes now, but I'll always miss Jago.
So what about they released the new single Pixelate, right? So
Pixelate.
what do you think about that song?
I love Pixelate. I think it's the best song they've written in years. Like, since Michael Barr left, that's their best song they've ever released. For me, at least, because it's more of like going back to their roots, going back to their original sound, which is what I really miss about them since they changed their sound back in 2017. They became more like softer poppy. Like, I mean, I still love the new sound back in 2017, but they're bringing back their old sound now, which is like very nostalgic and something that I really missed about them.
Do you think you will ever consider bringing Volumes back to the Philippines again?
Oh, that's like my number one goal. Once I bring Volumes here, I'm done. Like, I could give up.
Carried with that thought. So what are you